Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back on the alternative channel with, yes, as you can see in front of you, and as you've read from the title, I guess you would call this my first ever kreo review, and it is on the Star Trek U.S.S. Enterprise, apparently, so, yeah, here we go. Anyway, so, okay, this set basically, I just want to point out right now, I did not deliberately buy, or in fact I didn't buy it at all. And that's right, my brother got this me as a sort of novelty Christmas present, because the thing is, I obviously love Star Wars, and I mean, not to say that, you know, you're not allowed to love Star Trek if you love Star Wars. I know there's a lot of fans who do love both, and that's okay. But the thing is, my brother loves Star Trek, and it's sort of just, I don't know, this thing where I just don't like it on principle. I mean, I've never actually watched it, and it's not really that serious, but even so. So he thought it'd be funny to get me this kreo Star Trek set, in full knowledge that anything not Lego, like Mega Bloks or kreo, is basically blasphemy. But anyway, so it's clearly pretty small, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this once I've built it. Probably just let it collect dust, but whatever, I got it, and I thought I might as well review it. So here we go with the build, and then just review this. Got no minifigures, not that I care, but even so, let's just do this thing. Alright, so I'm back. The build was like 9 minutes, so pretty standard, I guess. I mean, although, quite frankly, I'm sorry if there are any kreo fans watching, which I think is kind of odd, because if you see my channel, then you know it's completely Lego Star Wars. But I'm sorry, but come on. I know Lego's more expensive, but it's so worth it. Oh my gosh, I mean, you see these? You know, all these things here? Lego, come on, I know Lego is getting worse when it comes to like stickers and stuff, but for something like this, something that size, it would be a printed brick. Come on. No, kreo has given us stickers for something that small. That is unbelievable. I guess it does come with a light brick, and not just that though. I didn't know this. It came with an extra brick. I thought it was part of the set in some way. But no, it's just a brick I assume we get every kreo set with kreo on it. It's just a normal 2x4 brick. And this isn't printed, this is like engraved, which I guess is kind of cool. I kind of want a Lego version of it. So that is pretty cool actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sort of ashamed to ever put it anywhere because I feel like people would kill me. But even so, I guess it's kind of cool, you know. But even so, onto the set itself, of course, has no minifigures. Doesn't have any features. This is completely for display. On the back of the box, which is actually what you're seeing now. By the way, I tried to show the front, but I had to completely destroy the bottom of this box type thing to get to this because it was unbelievable. And as you can see here, I will show more in detail in a minute. You can get others, like other ships within the Star Trek universe. So these are basically display things. And as I said before, this is a sticker. Unbelievable. That's a sticker. And that's a sticker. Oh my gosh. They actually came with a little sticker sheet. That's... Anyway. Yeah, it's an extremely simple build. It could easily be detached. Because it's just attached by that. So, easy detached. I've got to be honest. I know basically nothing about Star Trek. Of course, because I'm a Star Wars fan. And again, to stress, you know, you can be both. I'm not hating anyone who is both Star Trek and Star Wars fan. But even so, Yeah, I guess I gotta say it is kind of cool, just for what it is. I mean, the theme and the company that makes it are debatable, but I guess as what it is, it's decent. I'm not gonna hate on it just because it's Star Trek or just because it's Kreo. You know, it's alright. There is this one thing though that I guess is pretty cool. I did not know it had. And that's not just the stand, which, well, I kind of would expect a stand if it's display and it's like this small, you know. But there's actually this thing here. By the way, this is the shape of, like, I don't know, some Vulcan thing. This is some sort of symbol in Star Trek, this symbol, if you don't know. And what you do, actually, you can see that's a light brick. Yeah, there's a button there. That is a red button, and it lights up. And you just push these in. See, and that obviously get pushed in with it. Push the button, and it lights up. Now, that's a cool feature, do not get me wrong. I mean, we have seen this before in LEGO, actually, if you don't know. Like, previously in the Exo-Force sets from, like, 2006, we did see lighter bricks, and we never saw them again, I don't believe. They should bring those back. It is pretty cool, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it is completely compatible with Kreo elements, so it's not like this special thing which you can only use in this certain set. You see, it is cool. I will say, though, I wish they'd incorporated this somehow into the set itself, because obviously you see a lot of blue here on the engines and whatever, you know, so really if they incorporated that and so the entire thing could light up, that would be really awesome. But now it's just, you know, you press that and this sort of shaft lights up. Now I'm going to give you a little demonstration of what it looks like in complete pitch black by turning off the lights. As you see, it's completely pitch black, and now I'm going to turn on this little light thing, like so. And there you go. And this is why, this is also what I meant by, I wish this brick was up in here, in like the actual vehicle somewhere, so the engines and the cockpit and stuff like that could light up. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Of course, to keep it on, you have to keep your fingers like pressed together. So yeah, I think it's enough of that. I think let's just go back to turning the light on. Okay. But yeah, really, that's basically it then. To the set. Of course, it's very simple, nothing to say. It's alright, I guess. I'm not going to criticize it for the sake of it, but yeah, it was a novelty thing. I would, of course, never buy this, but if you're a Kreo fan, if you like Star Trek, then sure, have it in your collection, you know, get a few of the others as well, and it might be a cool centerpiece. But anyway, let's just now go on to the instructions and the sort of box, I guess, whatever it is. Alright, so the instructions then, these instructions are weird. Well, they're not the standard instructions, they're probably more like polybag instructions, the way they fold out. Look at this, I'm actually going to try and zoom out as far as I can. It spans the length of nearly 2 grey base plates. This is unbelievable how long this thing is. It's ridiculous. Look at that! That is ridiculous! I could just wish I could hold it back more. It spans the length of like nearly 2 grey base plates. And it even goes on to the other side. This is crazy. This is, by the way, an image of what I was talking about when I said the other vehicles in the Star Trek universe. I have no idea what any of these are. I mean, what's a jellyfish? But anyway, there you go. It does have some inventory there. Yada yada. That's the front, and you sort of somehow fold it up again. This is amazingly long. I mean, come on, Kreo, there must be a better way to do your instructions. But whatever, that's the instructions, pretty basic, I guess. Let's just now go on to the box type thing. So the box itself is alright. I mean, yes, I try to ignore that. I did try to rip it open to get it out because it was impossible. In here, you just see, you know, 2 sections. The bags were in there, like so. Boxes, alright, I guess. I think it's from the film, the Star Trek. By the way, I have seen those new films, and they're alright. Yeah, actually, no, I'm going to say they're pretty cool, actually. I did kind of enjoy the films, I'm not going to lie. Those are some examples of Kreo figures, because there are other Star Trek, like, larger sets. So, yeah. I think what that means is, it means there's 39 pieces. Because it doesn't seem to have that many, but I can't be sure on that. Of course, if you know Star Trek, then you know there are many different types of the Enterprise. This is that version, the Kelvin version, I guess. Wait, no, that's another version. This version is the U.S.S. and I don't know. You know, my Star Trek knowledge is very shocking. I'm so sorry, everyone, if you're into Star Trek, but yeah. But that was basically it then to this review. There's really nothing to say. Let's just straight away go and conclude it then. Alright, so in conclusion, this Star Trek Kreo set is, I guess it's decent for what it is. I'm not going to overrate it. I'm definitely not going to underrate it. It's well, really, I mean, I'm a Lego fan, and I'm into Lego Star Wars, and this was really a novelty thing, and I thought, what the hell, I might as well review it. So really, I cannot pass on my knowledge of Star Trek. I cannot pass on anything I can do. Really, this is much better hearing it from like a proper Star Trek fan or other such person. But I could see why you may like it, you know, if you are into Star Trek or Kreo. Of course, Lego doesn't make Star Trek, so if you are into Star Trek, then I guess Kreo is the only way to go. It is a cool display piece. You know, I mean, I'm not going to display it, because I get a feeling if any Lego fans come over, they'll kill me. But even so, it's decent. It's probably worth the money, assuming it's under £10. If it's over that, then it's definitely not. Of course, at the end of the day, I'd rather have a battle pack. there's no denying. But there you go then, that is my review of the Kreo Star Trek set. Set number A336B? I don't know, something like that. If you enjoyed it, or just if you didn't enjoy it, because I didn't enjoy it, please do give it a like down below, because I really do appreciate it, and yeah. And please leave down in the comments any questions you have, anything like that. Leave down in the comments, has your brother or relative or friend or whatever ever got you something which, you know, for Christmas or birthday, which they know you're not gonna like, and it's just the opposite of just, yeah. And of course, please subscribe to this and my main channel. I get the feeling this will be the last video for some time on this channel, unfortunately. And I'm probably going to focus more now on the LEGO Star Wars 2015 line on my main channel. Finally, I can finally go and do it. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Whatever, even if you didn't, I can't be bothered to care. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye, troops.